now for a significant amount of time about a topic that tragically affects each and every one of us on Guam. That is cancer. Every one of us knows someone who is suffering from cancer, who has dealt with cancer, who has been involved with the treatment of cancer. And we want to drive that number down. So a conference is being held very, very soon to address that. I have Vivian and Kavita, and we are talking about that. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for undertaking this very serious problem, but hopefully the knowledge that will be shared and the dialogue, hopefully, can make a lot of progress in this area.
Absolutely, that's our hope.
Okay, is there a theme for this year's conference?
So this is our annual Celebrate Life conference. This is open to cancer survivors and their caregivers. Generally, the theme is Celebrate Life. It's an annual, like I said, it's an annual conference. It takes place in June, which is also Cancer Survivors Month.
Okay.
I just wanted to add on that one. So it's a Saturday. It's from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Pacific Star Resort and Spa. And just as Kavita said, it's the conference is really intended to individuals who are living with, through, and beyond a cancer diagnosis.
And you said, Kavita, it's also available to caretakers because
Yes.
they're
Part of the journey.
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
Thank you.
they're the backbone, and it's when somebody has cancer, it's not just the individual who goes through it. It's everybody around them. Everyone in their circle experiences cancer. You know, whether on a small level or a large level, but their caregivers are an important part of it, and we want to make this available to them as well.
Okay, how can people register for this? Because I know some people would say, you know, my uncle went through
Right.
like cancer treatment. I know a survivor, like a very good friend of mine is that. Somebody that I know and I care about is just beginning to go through the treatment. So I would like to partake of the information.
So we're part of the Guam Comprehensive Cancer Coalition, and that's available through Public Health. They can contact Vivian
Yes.
at Public Health, or they can reach out to us via our Facebook page, which is the Guam Comprehensive Cancer Coalition, and register for the conference.
Okay.
And I just want to give my number, so they can contact me at 735-0670 or at my email address as vivian.pareja@dphss.guam.gov.
Okay,
go.
that's really easy to remember. you can scrub back on this YouTube video and watch that over if you need to find it.
Okay.
We'll put it in the show notes as well.
Okay, perfect.
And
Thank
this
you.
conference is free. There is no registration fee. Breakfast and lunch are included.
Wonderful. Okay, where's this going to be at?
The Pacific Star Resort and Spa. It's
Very
on
nice.
Saturday, June 8th. It will start at 8 a.m. and go to about 1 p.m.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So again, if somebody comes to this, obviously you're bringing up memories. Although you know we're celebrating life and
Right.
celebrating victory, if you will. You're also recalling a time in their life which was very, very fragile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
So how open can people be? And I'm sure this is a networking opportunity for people as well.
Absolutely. You know, part of it is to gather folks together who may not meet on a regular basis, or, you know, people don't always talk about health issues. So you may not know someone had been going through cancer or still on that journey, and being a small community on Guam, we know each other. So it's a open forum for people to come. They're all in the same boat. They can all commiserate. They can all share each other's joys and losses, and understand that this person knows what you've been through. They really know what you've been through. They understand what you're going through. And I think that helps to make it more open and more trusting, where you feel like, oh, I can tell my troubles because they know. They understand. It's not somebody who's just offering sympathy or empathy just for the sake of it. They really know.
Right. Okay. So will there be like a series of guest speakers, or do you like break out into like little groups, or do you basically just come and have a dialogue with other people?
So in the morning, we have Yoga Stretch by Miss Linda Frank. She is a yoga
Oh, we
for
love
cancer.
Linda.
Oh,
amazing.
oh, I love Miss Linda.
Yeah.
She is a yoga for cancer trained teacher. She's been teaching yoga, and she's also a therapist for more than 21
Yes.
years. And she's been doing the community outreach too for free. And then we also have Dr. Dorado Brooks. He's flying in from Atlanta. He is a cancer interventions, prevention and screening, early detection for American Cancer Society.
Oh, very nice. So this is an interactive session as well.
Yes.
And then, go ahead.
So I'm sorry. So he'll be talking about life after cancer. One of the important topics that we'll be discussing, we've opened it up this year to do something different. It's a panel discussion. We've reached out to different faith-based communities here on Guam to ask them to come in and do a panel. Basically, our question was, when somebody's diagnosed with cancer, obviously your faith is tested. You know, you get, why God? Why am I sick? Why did you allow me to get sick? So we wanted to ask all these different communities, how does your faith say to handle this? Or what would you say to someone who would come to you with these questions?
That's a very good angle.
And, you know, we figure with Guam, even though, again, the majority is Catholic out here, but we do have a Hindu community, we have a Muslim community, we have the Episcopalians, the Baptists, the Mormons, the Buddhists, you know, and we thought it would be an interesting experience to get all this information and get the insight from all these different communities on how they would approach something like this.
That's very true because of the nature of the disease.
Absolutely.
I know it's a very natural way to, even some people may even go as far as questioning their faith, and they're
Absolutely.
saying, why me? You
Right.
know?
Why am I being punished?
Yeah, I'm such a devout person
Exactly.
to my faith and my church. You know, look, why did this happen to me?
Exactly.
I don't deserve this. Yeah.
And, you know, we hope that this would encourage people to reach out to, and yes, definitely question, but we hope that the faith-based organizations would have some guidance for them also. And it may not be what they want to hear from one, but maybe they get some sense of understanding and, you know, peace from another one.
Or possibly offer scripture or, you know,
Anything,
some sort
yeah,
of spiritual
anything.
guidance. And
Absolutely.
Oh, very excellent. That is an angle I've not seen in many cancer conferences. So even for people that have attended past forums.
Right, this would
yeah.
be something different.
Yeah, that's going to be a fresh angle.
Yes, absolutely. And then our last speaker is Dr. Liliane Perez, who's an amazing therapist. And with her, we asked, what would the ideal cancer journey be? You know, people experience cancer differently, whether, you know, it's something relatively minimal that can be easily resolved or, you know, less intrusive, less ongoing. But for most people, the minute they hear you have cancer, it's that immediate mentality of, oh my gosh, is this a death sentence?
Exactly.
And so, you know, part of it is if you had to have cancer, where we know, I'm not sure what the statistic is, but I'm sure it's huge, where you'll know at least 1 in 4 people who have cancer. If you had it, what would the ideal cancer journey be? What would be the best way for you to navigate? And, you know, Dr. Perez does a lot of one-on-one. She also does group sessions through the Edward M. Calvo Foundation to speak with cancer survivors as well as people who are still on their journey.
All right. Well, ladies, we thank you what you're doing for the community.
Thank
you very
you.
much. It's certainly going to be information-packed, and there'll be hopefully some tears shed.
We'll see.
In
We'll see.
in very positive
Hopefully
ways.
in a positive way, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. But that's what being a community is really all about.
Absolutely.
So,
And that's it. We want to be able to support our people in the community, as well as offer them different options, different information, and an outlet.
and as we say all the time, you're never in this alone.
Exactly.
So,
right.
so we thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. And please stay tuned because we are back right after this.
Matson is in this community. We've been in this community for decades. We're going to be in this community for decades to come. Things will get busy, things will get quiet, but we're going to be here. We're your hometown carrier. And that matters to us.
Reliability is the core of our business. We take pride in ensuring that we arrive in Guam on time as